Goodness gracious. Oh, shit. Yes. Undertaker. Undertaker, yes. Well, as some of you who are intelligent have probably figured out, I'm all about the satire. I'm all about the entertainment. I'm all about making you laugh. If you have the brain, if you have the sense of humor. I am Brett Keane, but there's many different personas to Brett Keane. There's Brett Keane, the villain, like that of Vince McMahon, the heel. Then there is Brett Keane, who is the searcher of great and awesome truth. What is real? What is philosophical? Whoa. And then there's Brett Keane, the silly guy who just lets loose. Now, I want you to understand, because some of you out there, you're kind of dumb, and I got to kind of draw it out for you with Crayola. When you watch my videos, if you actually pay attention to some of the demeanor and you pay attention to some of the things I state, like in my last video, for instance, I stated, make sure that you don't have your child watching me whenever I play Grand Theft Auto and I'm running over prostitutes and shooting people in the face. Although there's a shred of truth to that I do play video games and I shoot people in the face and run over prostitutes, the entire idea, for you at least, is to have something to laugh about, something that you can find silly. And whenever I talk about your family, when I talk about everything that you love and you care about, you must understand that because of guys like George Carlin and Lewis Black and Robin Williams and some of the great comedians out there, they play a character, they play a role, and they use whatever they can in order to try to provoke some kind of stimulation, mentally, laughter, and so on. So when I'm making fun of you and I'm insulting the shit out of you, you must understand it's not with the intention of making you cry or making you crawl into a fetal position, going bree, bree, sounding like that of a retarded lawnmower man. Bree, bree. It's just for your pure entertainment. Somebody a while back told me that on the internet, if you actually pretend as though some of the people out there who are running their mouth are relevant. How do I put this? When you have some like little asshole who's got like the subscription base of 5, and they sit there and they cry and they get all butthurt by some of your videos, if you're willing to reach out to the common man or even those who are popular and just goof on them, and there's a couple different ways you can do it. You can either mock them, you can say silly shit about them, or you can sit there and pretend as though what they've said actually means shit to you, that it actually gets you. Because when people think that they actually got you, when they feel like they've somehow pierced your heart with their verbal abuse or whatever the hell they think that they're doing, if you pretend at least that what they've done, that experience, is important or relevant, it causes people to go, wow, this is someone I can continue to watch. I can continue to listen to them. Make them feel like they're important enough, as though someone's actually paying attention to them, like someone actually gives a shit what they think. It really, really, when you think about it, it helps for people to go, so if I got this guy's attention, this popular YouTuber named Brett Keane, then I'll just keep doing it over and over. And it's been successful. It has always helped. It causes people to want to make more and more videos and say more and more shit. There's literally people out there where I've offended them so much through my persona and character that every single day when they wake up in the morning, they make fucking videos about me. And whenever they do that, it causes me to get even more views and attention because of that punk ass piece of garbage who has no relevancy on the internet manages to get any kind of attention, whether it be 5 or 10 subscribers. They're going to end up going, oh, I get you. And then the people are going to see that video, and then the first thing they're going to say is, who is this fucking Brett Keane? I got to see who this guy is. I also like the fact that I put Creative Commons on my video, which means that you have the ability to actually reuse and mix my stuff. It's kind of a psychological thing. Let me try to help you understand this, because some of you are slow. A lot of you out there, you're bright, and you got me figured out by now. But some people actually state that they are Brett Keane historians, that they find me so interesting that they've come to a point where they want to understand everything about me and talk about me all the time. Well, that's how you become successful on the internet. That's one of the things that used to happen whenever I first came to YouTube. I would sit there and I'd get into videos going after Christians, Muslims, Jews, pagans, you name it. And then they would get mad or they'd get aggravated. And then they'd make a bunch of videos towards me. And then, of course, that would give me more material and content to go right back at them. And if any of them said anything nasty about me, that ended up making them look like creeps. But on the other hand, it made me look like, oh wow, Brett Keane, he's upset about this, he's bothered about it, or he's aggravated. Or I bet Brett Keane, whenever he turns off his computer, he's fuming, he's running around the house and screaming and yelling, and he's probably all pissed off, and yay, I got him. As long as you feel that way, and you feel like there's some kind of emotional investment, then the channel continues to grow, the content continues to stay fascinating and fresh. And that's just the way I like it. I like it whenever people come up with different perceptions and ideas of how they see me as a person. If you think I'm an asshole and I'm worth 100 videos or a series, then fuck yes, you do that. If you think that I'm crazy and want to make videos about me calling me fucking nuts, hey, that's more fucking publicity for me. If you imagine that I'm a very sweet, kind person wanting to change the world, and you want to make videos or leave comments stating that you support me and you love me and you want to have my babies, hey, that shit works too. You'll notice that guys out there like Howard Stern, very popular. There were guys in the past, in the 80s, like Andrew Dice Clay, where all he talked about all day was getting pussy. His entire fucking show was about fucking people and having sex. In real life, he's a guy who takes care of his kids. He's got a wife, and he's a person who contributes and does a lot of great things. But whenever he's on stage, he becomes somebody else. He becomes, hey, I'm fucking unbelievable. And people, they radiate towards that. They like it. Now, you can't continue to stay that way, though. You have to adapt. You always have to be prepared to do new and crazy fucking stupid shit. Always. You got to be willing to change. You can't do the same shit over and over. And unfortunately, even as a persona, as a character, as one who's to entertain, even if it means it's completely at your fucking cost and it offends you, you have to be prepared to try something new always. Yes. So I just want you all to know that if I've offended you, if I've bothered you, if I've caused you to, after watching my videos, run to your mommy and cry to her and say, Mommy, look what the big bad Uncle Brady did. And then mommy gets up on fucking YouTube, which I've actually had that happen 20 times now in my entire career, where people end up getting their mom or their dads or their uncles and brothers up on video to make videos at me calling me a fucking cocksucker or whatever it is. I'll tell you what actually happens. I sit there and I watch it, and I'm laughing my fucking ass off at you and your mom. I'm laughing my ass off at all the fucking comments, because the more you mention me, the more the content is shared, and the more my name becomes a household item. So it's all good. The best type of character, I think, or persona one that can hold is a person where a persona when people actually think that what they're watching is real or what it's true. That's the best. Now, some of you might sit there and state, "Oh, but Brett, aren't you giving out your secrets?" No, because in a week, most of you have the attention span of the fucking banana anyway, and you'll forget. Some of you may do exactly what I said you would do, and you'll copy my video and you'll put it up, and then you'll always have that kind of idea of how you feel that I contribute to myself and to my audience, and that's great. Okay. So now that we've figured out all these different things, and some of you, maybe it's too complex for you to understand anyway, I'm going to be doing a live show tonight, 7 p.m. Make sure you're there. Links are in the description. Peace.